I'm Ambar La Forgia, and I'm an assistant professor in the Management of Organizations group here at Haas. And I teach the core MBA class called Leading People, which is basically all about how to discover and cultivate your unique leadership and managerial style. And I try to give you the tools and techniques that you need in order to motivate other people and make work environments that people can really thrive in, both professionally and personally. I started my academic career as an undergrad at Swarthmore College in Pennsylvania, and I studied economics and mathematics, and then went to get my PhD in healthcare economics and management at the Wharton School, so a lot of time in Pennsylvania. From there, my first job was actually in the School of Public Health at Columbia University, and a lot of my research studies the business side of healthcare, and so it made sense for me to be in the business school, and especially in such a great business school that has a lot of mission around creating societal good. The way I would talk about my research is that I look at what happens to changes in ownership and management of healthcare organizations and how those changes are impacting both financial outcomes and clinical outcomes. That's really important because we're seeing a lot of changes in ownership in healthcare. You have hospitals that are taking over physician practices, you have private equity firms coming in and also changing the way that healthcare organizations are managed. And what I really care about knowing is how are those changes impacting the quality of care that you get as a patient? How is it impacting your experience and your access to care? And I'm really passionate about that because these outcomes really matter for people's day-to-day lives. And so I guess like the simplest way I would say talk about my research is that behind every single patient experience, there is a management decision. And who's making that decision can really matter for your health. One of the main goals I have in my class is to teach students about the importance of psychological safety, both in the classroom, but also how to create that at work. Where psychological safety means you have the ability to express yourself and have your opinions be heard without any fear that you will be judged or perceived negatively or have some sort of negative impact on you. And I fundamentally believe that without psychological safety, people don't take risks, people don't innovate, people aren't creative. And so that can really be a negative impact on the productivity and future of your firm if you aren't able to create an environment where people are willing to be themselves and put their best ideas out there. So we try to create psychological safety in the classroom through a bunch of different activities while also teaching more rigorous cases and papers around how to create psychological safety in the workplace as well. I really embrace the flipped classroom experience. These classes are long. They can be 3 hours long, and I don't think anyone really wants to see a professor lecture for 3 full hours. And so I do a combination of lectures with also small group discussions. We even play team-based games that really keep you on your toes and make you incorporate the data and the papers that we read in class to real-world applications. I sometimes even write original role-play scenarios for the students to act out in the classroom in order to put them in the manager's shoes and have to come up with solutions in real time. And so really being able to teach them not just the theory, but also the practice of these management and leadership skills. The people really make Haas what it is. I think the students here are full of genuine compassion and curiosity that makes teaching them so much fun. While of course I do get my complaints of assigning too much homework, most of the students will say something like, oh, I wish there was even more reading, or can you add more optional readings, or I want to know more about this research. And so I love that curiosity. And you see the same thing with the faculty as well. The faculty really make themselves available to meet with you as a professor, to help you with your research. And that's true across a bunch of different departments and fields, and I really love that collaborative environment.